Hello everyone. Good evening. Or good afternoon. I see in the chat that Prime is here, so for you it's not probably, it is afternoon. Hello. How are you guys? How are things? Just barely. Right, because it's yeah, just barely afternoon. For me, it's, you know, it's nice. It's been dark since 4 p.m. and it's now 8. So mentally, it feels like it's midnight already, if that makes sense. We are in for some really serious stuff today. Because I'm gonna get inside this freaking mall finally. At least I hope I'm gonna get inside after 2 streams. So roughly 5 hours of working around the, you know, the parking lot. Just crazy. But anyways, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new stream. It's 5:50 in the morning for Justine over here. Pablo is somewhere. I don't even know where Pablo is. And dude, I'm so sorry about that. Like, seriously. I can understand that feeling. Yeah, that's what the game does sometimes. Okay, what is Pablo? Oi, Pablo. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he wandered off. He, like, wandered off his designated zone. Dude, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, let's level up animal care a little bit. There we go. Anyways, time to go, actually. I am hyped and ready. I hope you guys are too. But first, I gotta check my, like, I have to check my gear. Gotta take a shotgun with me. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be useful. And I obviously need to grab some ammo. You know, I really hope this stream won't end, like, really fast, because if she's gonna die at the like in the first 15 minutes, I am absolutely not like, you know, not starting a new playthrough. I'm gonna take 7 boxes. Remember to run. Hey Raven, what's up? I'm gonna take 7 boxes of shells, because that's gonna be what? That's gonna be 7 times, Jesus, 7 times 25. 175 shells. Will it be enough? It probably won't be enough, won't it? Anyways, okay, we will know. We will know in a moment. I'm so happy I found this Humvee. And a matching trailer. More. So, you know, with the mall itself, there is yet another issue. And that is, you know, lack of electricity. It's gonna be dark inside, so I'm not even sure how I'm gonna navigate that place, considering I've never been there. Yeah, but we will see. Anyway, guys, let me know. Did you watch the video? I know that Prime watched it, because obviously he came with a fantastic comment, as always. But what about the rest of you? I actually was, like so happy to make it. It just clicked. I figured, you know what? I have some spare time. I gotta do something, and I just sat down and make the whole thing in like 6 hours. And it felt really good. How am I feeling after the Malta game? It's a good question. I don't know. I was kind of rooting for Malta, to be honest. Not because like I don't support, you know, my country's national team, but I always like to support the underdogs. And I don't know, it just felt kind of, you know, they gave a solid effort, all in all. So yeah, I mean, we played like dog shit. Not that I really care that much about international football. I am much more like thinking about the North London derby. It's on my mind right now. Anyway, guys, so those of you who have not followed this series, just a brief like walkthrough of what has happened previously. So after a few days of just wasting time in Rosewood and not doing anything meaningful, I decided to do something more funny. And the idea was to just go and explore the Crossroads Mall. Hey, Blythe! Welcome! And to explore the Crossroads Mall. And ever since, I was just trying to fight my way through the parking lot, which was done successfully, with a bit of use of fire, as you can see. But the parking is fairly, I wouldn't say it's safe, but it's absolutely manageable. And now it's time to get inside the mall. I was doing some, I played Zomboid yesterday, offline. I was trying to, I am preparing myself to make a video about CDDA. So I wanted to test out some stuff, and after like 2.5 hours, I was reminded why I hate that game mode, and yeah, I gave up. Now the problem is that I am carrying way too much stuff. No, this is stupid. Hold on, this is so stupid. See, I am already already out of breath. Okay, let's sit down. Let's have a quick breather. I took the wrench as an alternative weapon. Because the baseball bat is about to break. And I would prefer to not use guns inside the mall, at least not at the start, because of the sprinters and the fact that I can, you know, like lure all the sprinters towards me. Jesus Christ, look at the number of bodies here. This is just madness. So the thing is, Prime, I mean, my main issue was that I didn't manage to survive more than a day. I'm not sure if it was a matter of, you know, just being incredibly unlucky, you know, with the zombie spawns, or I don't know, maybe picking a wrong build for the character. But I just couldn't get a hold of like any safety. I was under constant pressure all the time, and I just kept on dying. And several times when I was... Oh. Is the filter... Oh shit, the filter is gone. Oh no, I hope I'm gonna find one maybe inside, because I don't like the fact that there are so many bodies and I don't have a filter. I don't want to get corpse sickness. But going back to what I was saying, I was like literally unable to like, you know, like, manage this. There was this one run where I've got pretty lucky. At the very early stage, I managed to find a bag full of leather clothes, like in the first house I visited. So it allowed my character to get some really decent... Stay vigilant, Gertrix. So it allowed my character to get some really decent, like, you know, protection and stuff. And then I tried to migrate my character towards the forest cabin, and like, it's just bad. No game sound. Hold on. It's probably because I did lower the... Thanks for calling that out. I did lower the volume when I was playing solo, because as you guys probably know, I like to listen to YouTube videos while playing, and that's why the sound was low. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That's also true. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be carrying this backpack. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna place it here for now. Oh, a sprinter. First one of the day. Yeah, a good way to warm up. Oh, they're coming from upstairs as well. Now it's too loud for me, but I'm just gonna reduce the volume on my headphones. 1 sec. Should be better now. Oh, just a little too much now. Okay, a gas mask. I could really use it. This is all just the same stuff. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, this is really scary. Maybe I should grab a hatchet or something, yeah, instead of just relying on shoves. No, this is so scary. Okay, I gotta have some more space to do any kind of combat, just in case. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna be checking the poll that I set up today periodically, just to get your opinion. And the reason behind the poll and why I posted it. Hey Hawkingo, hello to you as well. And the reason why I've put a completely non-Zomboid related poll is because, as some of you probably know, I am kind of interested in stock markets and stuff, and I've been kind of following what's happening with the US stock market recently and the general economy, and everything is just like riding on AI right now. The entire US economy, which is, you know, the most important global indicator of, you know, like prosperity in general, it's all riding on AI these days. And I'm just seeing like more and more people having negative sentiment towards AI, and I'm just starting to think that we might be in trouble. That's why I was also so worried when I wasn't sure about, you know, my role back at work, as I thought it's probably not the best time. I mean, there is never a good time to be on the market for a job, but there are really bad times, right? Like stuff like recession and stuff. So I'm really trying to figure this whole thing out, and the reason why I am posting this poll is that yesterday Nvidia was posting their like quarterly results. And they're making, guys, they are making insane amounts of money. The amounts of money that they are making on a regular basis is just crazy. But all of that is kind of riding on the assumption that AI is going to change the world. And okay, let me check the poll. 6 votes and 50% already said that they hate this crappy technology. Huh, interesting. And I'm just starting to think that maybe we are in a huge bubble and this whole thing is going to burst at some point. So yeah. Okay, anyways, we've made it into the mall and I am blabbing about Nvidia's earnings, which is probably not the thing that I should be talking about, but I want to see what this place is actually. Okay, I think, isn't it like, can they, that entire group which was, oh Jesus Christ, okay, don't panic, I want to kind of get out of the situation. I want to fight them over here. I don't want to find them in the corridor, that would be crazy. Can you hear the heartbeat of Justine? Because if you can, my heartbeat is almost at the same pace right now. Okay, so this is some sort of a security room. Dog alert! Takeout container. Oh, okay. Can't hear. Oh, Jesus! Because it's. Okay. Because I was stupid enough to put it on mute in my broadcasting studio. Sorry, guys. Now it should be fine. I did increase the volume of the game, but I didn't, like, unmute it. Now you will hear everything. Okay, so these are the toilets. So this is probably the... Okay. Jesus! Yeah, that's it. Oh, Jesus, I'm dead. Well, that was an incredibly quick stream, guys. Yep. Hey, baby, I just died. 19 minutes in. That was probably the fastest one. Now, the problem was... See you, see you Monday, yes. I'm gonna do something productive. I don't know, watch some Netflix with my wife or something. Yeah, that was just like misplayed completely. I got so attached to this character. Hold on. Słucham? Yeah. I'm sad now. Hold me. Yeah, okay, so my wife gave me a hug. It's now better. So what are we gonna do now? I feel ya. Yeah, it was... I probably shouldn't have been, like, getting inside those corridors when it was pitch black, right? That was probably stupid. Fuck, I'm so mad. Okay. Damn it. You know what, guys? I feel I want to do another Winter is Coming run. Hindsight is always 2020. Totally agree. Totally agree. I kind of felt it's probably a stupid idea to begin with. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, it is what it is. She's dead. Whatever. I'm gonna do another Winter is Coming run. What is my Winter is Coming build? But I want to switch some things up. I'm gonna ditch Smoker, and I'm gonna try something that you're actually doing, Prime, and I'm gonna go with a weak and out of shape build. Na razie. And I'm gonna try and take some interesting things to compensate for that. Yeah, I wanna test it out. I wanna see how it works. I'm gonna definitely take carving. I still got 10 points. Maybe I should remove some of these debuffs for anti-gun activist. No, I've gotten. I like guns now. Guns are cool. I'm gonna take deprived. What is deprived? There it is. Instead, it's the same amount of points. Speed demon, speed demon. Yeah, I know. Yeah, speed demon. Inconspicuous is just stupid. Why do I have it here anyways? These two are kind of overlap. I'm gonna remove this. And hopefully get a car at some point. And speed demon it is then. Why not? So I got 10 points. I absolutely want to take first aider. So I got 9 points. It's gonna be super cold. So there's no point in taking stuff like fishing, because I'm not gonna be fishing anyway. Okay, that's stupid. Brave? Brave could be good. Is there anything cool? I could take fast learner. Oh, really? You can fish if you light a fire. But then again, in this particular challenge, the food is not such a huge issue. It's not as, you know, hardcore as CDDA is. Okay, so I'm gonna take fast learner. And I think the biggest challenge, it's... yeah, okay, let's do it. Why not? Let's roll the character. I'm not watching, I'm just gonna stop. Phoebe Lockwood. Oh, she looks badass. Okay, I would probably never make a character like that, but that's okay. But does it mean, Prime, that you can actually... Because this is also something that I've never really experienced, which is technically in like negative temperatures, the lakes and rivers should freeze at some point, right? And you shouldn't be able to like physically fish. So what you're saying is if you adjust the temperature by lighting a campfire, does it mean that you can like melt the ice? But even if you do so, you're only successful fishing if you are targeting the active water areas. So how does it work? I think I got outdoorsy in this one. Okie dokie. Man, that was such a stupid thing I did. I am so disappointed. Okay, that's not a bad start. Some basic things, but clothes are a prior. Ooh, a beanie hat. And long socks. Happy face below. Nice one. Got shot on the head and survived. Raven, I do understand that under the ice fishing, in our beautiful language, it's called the przerębel, I think, right? You can fish in that, but how does it work in Zomboid? Another beanie hat. Another long sock. I would rather find... Ooh, a sewing kit. 2 of them, actually. By the way, I still haven't installed the mod which allows me to you know, take stuff directly from these containers. This is finding sewing kits so early with needles and threads is just excellent. Could use some sort of a weapon. Oh shit. Don't like that at all. Weapon. Honestly, it manipulates the game mechanic that determines fish activity based on external. It's not a real thing. Wait. Okay. But how does it work? So does it mean that if I just light a campfire next to a pond or a river, I don't really need to target like active water to fish? Or am I like reduced to using fishing nets? No, it broke. Okay, they saw me. So I will probably have to be extra careful, at least early in the game. I've never played with a character that has low strength and fitness. So I don't really... Oh shit, my house is closed. So I don't really know what to expect. If I just completely mess it up, then sorry, I guess. I'm gonna try and take it really slow. Well, at least her kicks are good. Don't really see the impact of low strength. But then again, it's not like no strength at all. All right. Yeah, that's what happens early in this area. You just have to clear the surroundings, right? And try to... I'm gonna have to migrate from this house anyway, because with all the dead bodies here, I mean, the smell will be unbearable. And it's gonna be unbearable really fast. Oh, a leather coat. Ah, it's all broken. Hold on, let me catch up what you're saying. Lots of working out. Yeah, I have to. I never do that, don't I? I have to remember about that. Your current run is on 1 fitness and no strength. Ouch. That's crazy. Yeah, Majesty, I do realize that it's only bait fish, which is not a great source of protein anyway. My strength should be 3. Yeah, that's correct. It's 3, and fitness is also level 3. So yeah, it's gonna take some time before before she's gonna be able to be really good in combat. Since I already made a lot of noise, I can break the window to my garage, see what's inside. Sometimes these crates carry some amazing things inside, and sometimes they're just nothing. Speaking of nothing, 5 sacks of gravel. Yeah. Any slug repellent. Definitely not you. Jeez, okay. Fertilizer. Okay, that was a huge nothing. So, taking into consideration that this is winter is coming, so there is no electricity and no water. I'm gonna grab some clothes just to patch the holes that I have in these jeans. I don't wanna walk around with. Huh? Oh, hello. A visitor. How lovely. Uninvited though. Now, to make this playthrough a bit more interesting, I don't want to stick to Muldrow, so I'm probably gonna like migrate somewhere. Any ideas, guys? Should I head north? Or should I head west? Or maybe Marchridge? I've never really like played in Marchridge. It doesn't seem like an interesting place to visit. It's just a bunch of houses. McCoy Estate. I've been there offline. The thing is that the road is messed up there. It's not like it's not a pleasant place to travel like back and forth. West Point could be an idea. That was the first thing that actually came to my mind. But in order to get to West Point, I absolutely need to find a car. I'm not walking to West Point. Though again, that could be an interesting challenge, but a very, very, like poor streaming content. Just the character walking. Oh, that's nice. Bit lucky with these two. Oh, how did he get up? I was sure I was on top of him. Okay. Gotta slowly deal some damage to clear these guys out. Yo, that's an incredibly durable frying pan. Oh, more are coming. Okay. Gotta regroup. Walk to West Point. It's... Well, I don't have a car at this point, right? So maybe that's... Oh, is that a knife? I would very much like to have a knife. Ooh! Oh shit, now the whole neighborhood is here. Oh, this looks bad. I gotta lose them somehow. I think I... Oh, look at this. A hole in the wall. I think some of the guys from here actually got pulled. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and walk to West Point. Okay. Oh, good. There was a hoodie over there. Ah, didn't make it in time. Shame. Huh? Why can't I wear it? Don't understand it. Anyway, okay, that's fine. Sweater! Yes, sweater is nice. Sweater is absolutely the thing we need, given the circumstances. Leather opener. I could imagine a better knife. You know, it's something. Okay, some sort of a vessel to carry water. There's a clothing store at the Crossroads north of Muldrow. Where the gas station is and those other... Oh, one of them got stuck. Lucky me. Sheesh, that was intense. That was intense. Okay. So far, so good. So I guess if I am to head to West Point, which is north of here, 2:40. It's probably too late to like set out right now because I don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere. I would much rather start walking early morning tomorrow, but that would imply that I need to spend the night somewhere today, and definitely not in this location. Too much smell. It's midsummer at peak heat. Jesus! Guys, my dog is so stupid sometimes, it's incredible. I mean, he's awesome and I love him, but like honestly, what was that? What was the reason? Okay, I can hear more than one. I wanted to go back because I saw there was like a box of cereal, which I want to use as you know, some sort of a food for the road. I'd use the main road. Then again, wouldn't the road be populated? I mean, technically I could do that. What's the cereal? And crackers. Maybe the salt also. A pillow. If I'm to go on a road, I want to have a pillow with me because in case I will be forced to sleep in a car or something, it's much better to have a pillow. What's the zombie population in this game mode? A great question. I think it's insane. Oh, by the way, I don't want to have zombie respawn because I hate playing with respawn. Big Glock, yeah, I know where they came from. It's just I didn't pay attention. They came from behind. They probably ran from the main entrance of the mall, which I didn't take into consideration as something that I should pay attention to. And I just died like an idiot. Let's patch up some holes. No holes in these. Alright, this one is fully covered. Well then let's go back to the sweater. Do I have any matching ones? Well, I don't. Not a single one. Okay. You know what I like about tailoring? I like the fact that they've actually you know, added this neck pain, which makes so much sense. But I also find tailoring as a really useful skill. Highly underappreciated, in my opinion. Hold on, let me check on the poll. What does the poll say? Well, 54% say that it's a crappy technology. All right. So listen, guys, if that doesn't signal that we are in a huge AI bubble, I don't know what does. You can have the best technology in the world, but if the people won't want to use it, you have no product in the end. So, for example, my company, which is essentially a technology company, right? At its core, we're not using any AI. But not because it's a conscious decision not to use AI, it's just rather that we are slow in implementing, you know, innovation in general. So it's like late 2025 and we only just started to discuss AI applications, and I'm kind of expecting that by the time we finish, people will already turn on AI and figure out that it's just poor technology. I use ChatGPT to write myself a novel. I mean, for that, it's good. Whenever you need, you know, like GPT to redact your paper or something, help you fix grammar mistakes, you know, do these kind of not repetitive, but mostly non-creative stuff, then it's great. But if you want to really, I mean, it's not changing the world at this stage at all. By the way, that was an incredibly close call. That was like this close to dying. What do we have here? I could use... I would love to find scissors. Or a knife. But like a legit knife, not a freaking letter opener. I could make a... Yeah, AI is a tool, exactly. And it's an overhyped tool in many cases. Oh. I could make my own knife. I could carve one. Oh, sleeping pills. Oh, wow. So many books, none of which I will probably ever read. You're wild away to... I'm just careless. I'm just way too careless. But that's the thing. It's one of the things I need to unlearn. Oh, this house is also messed up. Actually, I'm heading in the wrong direction. If I'm supposed to hit the main road, I should actually be heading that way. But let me just have a look. Not gonna find anything useful over there, since... Oh! But maybe this car? Let's have a look. Okay, it's closed. That's it's a good sign. Okay, no keys nearby. Let's check the house. Weight bench. Okay, nice. Given the fact that I have to really put a lot of work into like buffing up the character, it's probably not such a bad thing. But I mean, I'm not walking to West Point carrying a weight bench. That would be a bit of overkill. Ooh, but sugar, flour would also be nice. If I could find some yeast, I could make bread. A key, but not the right type of key. Alright, this is not bad, actually. Ooh, empty bottle. Now I have something to... to store water in. Ooh, 5 holes. Completely messed up. It would listen, it would serve its purpose, but in a different way, right? Normally you're using weight bench to lift weights, but we have to improvise. This is a survival game, so we're just gonna be working on our strength by carrying it at all times. This would also work. There is this really stupid joke. It's originally in Polish, but I'll try to loosely translate it. It's about 2 idiots who are walking through a desert. And out of 2 idiots, one carries a telephone booth. Keep in mind, it's in the middle of a desert. One carries a telephone booth, and the other one carries rail tracks. And they're walking side by side, one next to the other. And after a while, they are kind of looking at each other, and the guy which carries the rail track, like, you know, like a legit rail track that trains use to ride on, asks the guy with the telephone booth, "Excuse me, why are you carrying the telephone booth? It's heavy." And the dude responds, "Well, you see, if we would encounter a lion somewhere, I'm gonna place the booth and hide inside it, and this way he's not gonna hurt me. And why do you carry this rail track anyway?" And the guy responds, "You see, if we will be attacked by a lion, I can throw away the rail track and it's gonna be easier for me to escape." That's it. That's the whole joke. I do realize it's not a good one, but yeah, it just made me. When you said that I should carry it with me, it kind of figured out it makes sense. Anyways. I know you don't get it. The whole point is that he carries heavy stuff with him, and if he gets attacked, he's gonna like ditch it, and it's gonna be easier to escape because he's not gonna be carrying, extra weight. It's a horrible joke. It's one of those jokes that you're kind of embarrassed to even say, and I actually said it in public on stream, but it's okay. Like, I don't mind. Nothing. Okay. It's a slow burn. It's a very slow burn. It's a very heavy burn. Indeed. Oh, dry ramen noodles. Can I eat it? Like, it's gonna make me really unhappy. But you know, if when in need, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. I could cook them in a saucepan. Okay, it's getting very late. Let me just have a quick look towards the trailer park. I want to see... normally the zombies should be grouped somewhere in these areas. They're not here. So my guess is they are probably all very close to the convenience store. Jesus. Oh. More calories, nice. Here, let me help you. Oh, a can opener. Ooh, more food. I don't want to carry too much like food with me. I don't need all the weight that's associated with carrying so much food. Because I'm kind of hoping that I'll simply be able to find some along the way. Yeah, there they are. Okay, that's the whole group. Oh, and a duffel bag. I could definitely use it. Give us another file. Yeah, dude. That's a horrible joke. I do realize that. But yeah. I don't know. I just felt it, you know. It was in the moment. Try to find a better backpack. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there is my backpack. In fact, this guy over here with this duffel bag, he is wearing... This duffel bag is full of high quality leather clothes, which are excellent protection. 20 against bites and 40 against scratches. But there is no way I am able to take on this group. Not a chance in hell. Maybe if I had 1 or 2 spears. Then maybe. But not in this situation. I'm gonna go back to this house over here and get some rest. Did it have any books or stuff that I could read? No, I think the books were in a different... Yeah, that's the weight bench. Okay, never mind. Let's read about monstrous trucks. Boring. Closets. Yeah, true. Well, the idea is... I think what I'm gonna try and do, which is probably gonna be pretty difficult, because I would imagine this entire area around Walker Road is gonna be crawling. But what I'll try and do is maybe navigate towards the north, near the edge of the forest. I could just hit, like, go this way, so northwest, in order to avoid the farmhouse, which is usually also pretty crowded, and just try and reach the main road, just probably somewhere over here. I don't know. I'll try to see what's north of what? North of Walker Road. Oh well, that was a very short sleep. I would love for it to be a bit longer. No, I actually want to sleep longer. I am telling you to sleep longer. What is the bed? Yeah, good luck finding it. Okay, one more then. I am telling you to sleep longer. Good. No, I think I did it. It's a bit of overkill. I was hoping for... Okay, we got some action. Luckily, just one. Ma'am, maybe you have the key to the car, by any chance? No, not really. I could break the window and just see what's inside. But maybe first let me just check the quality of this car. Yeah, that would be a fantastic car. Wow, look. 77% condition of the engine. Amazing. It's almost full of fuel. Okay, the suspension and brakes are regular. Oh, battery in awesome condition. No, not vehicle mechanics. Well, look, it's a nice car, but we're not gonna be able to use it anyway. And I cannot hotwire. Oh, this whole group kind of migrated here, but I am rested right now. Or is it a different group? It could actually be a different one. Well, if you decide to come like one or two at a time, that's great. Short blade weapons go, guys. Thanks, Prime. See you. Oh, another carving fork. I'm actually gonna take it. Okay, so far so good. I mean, look, they are nicely spread out. Okay, now they all pulled. Not doing enough damage with the... With the fork, okay. Oh, this actually might have been a mistake. Or maybe not. Trying to really strategize this, guys. In terms of, you know, spreading them out and dealing damage. I think I'm gonna use the fence. The only thing I'm worried about with the fence is that if this group is actually a different group and they're gonna pull these other guys, that could be an issue. But okay, let's see. So far, they're nicely spread out. This group that I am fighting now is probably a subgroup of that other group over there. Not bad at all. Yo, this zombie came in with its own condolence letter. He came prepared. All right. Keyring, but no car keys. Okay. There is a like a small chance that maybe one of these. Oh, there's actually way more than I expected. That maybe one of these will have the key to this car. But there's like 15 over there. Yikes, it's scary. Come on, one or two. If they could just... If I could slowly work through them. You know, like 2 at a time. Something like that. Oh, that's a huge group. First real challenge for... Phoebe. Oh, there we go. I really want to clear this group. For the duffel bag, because I know what's inside that duffel bag. That thing is a treasure. I would be able to really, like, totally change my outfit into a one that's gonna give me high levels of protection. There we go. Nice and easy. How do you guys manage these kinds of groups? What's your strategy for these? Especially, you know, early in the game, because when your character is all buffed up and, you know, with high skills, it's not such a, like, a big problem. But early in the game, would you do what I am doing, which is just simply trying to take 1 at a time, 2 at a time, and use the environment? Or maybe you have some secret methods which are incredibly, you know, efficient. Pure rage. Enter the berserker mode. Come on. That's so stupid. The line of sight is just so messed up. Okay, I think I pulled them all now. Yeah, Rebecca, she died. Very early on stream, actually. Like, very early. So, I'm since I really wanted to play Zomboid today, I'm like doing a brand new one. Oh, come on, girl. Oh, come on! Didn't make it in time. Oh, it glitched again. I have to like do the force ground attack, otherwise it's just all messed up. Even if I do force ground attack, I am messing things up, okay? There we go. Oh. My aim is so poor. Uh-oh. I'm gonna collect myself and all the stuff that I dropped. Especially the beanie bag. The beanie hat, not the beanie bag. Yeah, that's probably the last one that I will be able to quickly take out. She needs a rest. Sheesh, okay, that was intense. Not gonna lie. Car keys maybe? Any luck? No. Not really. I haven't checked every single body. Yeah, they're not carrying the car keys. Okay, I think I've managed to clear like half of them. I deserve a treat. Take care, Blythe. Have a good one. Like, catch you on Discord. What time is it? Okay, it's 9. Wheat cookie. No, nice. That is some mother-in-law. Let me tell you that. Guys, am I imagining things, or like is there more than I was expecting? It didn't feel like so many. It felt like 15 to 20, and now like they just never end. Almost made it to the guy with the duffel bag. Almost. Come on. Almost there. I'm checking each one because I'm thinking that maybe, you know, the car keys, by any chance. Oh, they're so stupid. Wow, I was like 3 meters away from them. They didn't notice. Oi, come on. Sheesh. I missed it, missed it, missed it. This is intense, guys. This is intense. Go away. I know what to do. I'm gonna use these fences to kind of spread them out because, you know, they're just gonna get confused. There we go. Come on, just die already. Oh, there we go. That was the jaw stab attack. Alright. Was it executed to perfection? Probably not. Was it decent enough? Absolutely. Let's get her, like, properly dressed now. Perfect. Now, this was the main reason I really wanted this guy. Check it out. Look at all these leather clothes. This one is... Oh, Jesus. Don't ask me the name. I'm just gonna show it to you because the name is just crazy. It's called... Where is it? The name is really weird. It's called like... I'm gonna find it. One second. Frockin' Splendor. Yeah, exactly. There are a couple of editions of these clothes, and the thing is, which is really awesome about all these leather clothes, is that you can really wear them one on top of the other. So, say for example, she has this leotard, right? I can wear it. And it doesn't count as clothes, it counts as an accessory. So it adds these extra layers of protection without taking the space that's normally occupied by a regular, you know, clothing item. It could have been better. To be very honest, could have been better. And if I had... and this is gonna replace the Corsair, yeah. If I would have scissors, I could cut all of these into leather strips and use them for what? Use them as, you know, for tailoring purposes. But unfortunately, I do not have scissors. But in any case... If you ever install this mod and find these, you can either find these bags of leather clothes on these zombies, like this guy that we just killed, or there are also bags, like, you know, all over the place. They are called splendiferous gift bags, and if you find them, that they have these leather clothes inside. And again, there are 4 different versions of this mod, or actually not versions, it's the wrong word. There are 4 different like versions, 4 separate like pieces of this mod. Each one adds different types of clothes. You know, you can find stuff like leather trench coats, leather pants, which are excellent. I love it, and they look badass on top. So we cannot see it right now because she's also wearing these like jeans and stuff, but yeah, these are really good. Okay, so since you guys said that I should walk to West Point, let's do that. Sticking to the main road. But I should have some sort of a fallback option. It's 5 PM already. Oh. Okay, I think I could potentially sleep in this one. Oh, there's the convenience store. Oh, I want it so bad. And in fact, you know what, guys? Hold on. It doesn't seem to be occupied. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Oh, the game froze. Okay, the game is back. I said it doesn't seem to be, you know, like crowded, but it actually is just a little bit. Not bad, though. Are there 6 already? My god, that's... The person that's doing this mod is very productive. And creative, because you need to have all these different ideas. I hope they saw me running into the house, and I hope they won't follow me. Yep, okay. Ah, the trick worked! Aha! Ooh, heavy socks. Sweet. Perfect for this kind of weather. Who wears sandals with heavy socks? This character must have been Polish. Sandals and white socks. The only thing missing is a Biedronka bag. Me. Come on. Oh, it helped. Bro needed a smack on the head before, you know, being put on his ass. Adidas flip-flops. Kubota. Never Adidas. If you're talking about flip-flops, the only real flip-flops are Kubota flip-flops. Come on. Not even close. I wonder what's inside. And I do realize I left my duffel bag. Don't worry about it, guys. I remember. Huh, it's incredibly peaceful. Look at this. Well, well, well. A rotten muffin. So much stuff. Oh, look at this. Would you look at this? 1, 2. Kubota. See, I know my stuff. And I got a spear. Oh, guys, that's a huge win. Now, this stud alone makes a lot of difference, actually. It's amazing, the amount of stuff you can find here. It's, again, I mean, this is not the first time I am playing this challenge. Usually it's, oh, and a hatchet. Jesus Christ. Like, how lucky can one get? But being able to get here and securing all this loot, not only is the food going to last you for a week, if not longer, but also all the different tools that you find. It's amazing. CDDA flashbacks. Yeah, exactly. That's probably one of the best locations. If you're able to physically get there before the fire is gonna burn it down, it's amazing. And, you know, one can even consider, like, living here, because this house is very nice. I mean, the floor is really cute. This is an incredibly decent location, all in all. Look at this. A fanny pack. Oh, a backpack. Knee pads. Like, this is getting... And no blue shitbox, exactly. What is this? Yo, this is badass. I mean, is he smart enough to find his way to the door? What an idiot, Jesus. Yo, bro, you're gonna break the freaking window. Whoa. I don't want to kill it in the house. I want the house to be... I don't want the house to smell or be, you know, like, full of blood. Nice. Okay. Yeah, there are no sprinters because by default there are none in this game mode. So I would need to, like, manually change it. Maybe I should do that, actually. What if I set it, set it really low? Like 3. Whatever that means. Here's the kitchen. Tons of food. In fact, there is so much food in this area that, like, I could live here for 2 weeks without really worrying about anything. make it into... Oh, and a wasp's nest. Sweet. I could make it into a proper survival game. So... maybe I should do that. You know, I always try to make it... oh, let's go there. Let's go explore this area. Maybe I should just focus on surviving. And that's what I'm gonna do. It's getting late. I need to find 3 stones. I want to set up a small fire over here so that I can cook proper food. And then when I'm gonna run out of all the supplies, I'm gonna, you know, like... Ooh. I'm gonna hit the road then. Well. Stones. Conveniently, one right next to the other. I gotta grab my bag. Not sure that's such a good idea. Later, amigos. Yeah, if in the new chunks when they load, I'm absolutely going to have some sprinters, just to spice things up a little bit. Okie dokie. Let's build a campfire then. Maybe somewhere over here. There we go. Some fuel for the fire, which I'm not going to be burning today. I'm going to burn it tomorrow morning. Have some proper warm meal for breakfast. Carve a wooden spade. All right, cool. Is the door open? Damn it, it's locked. It would make sense to be able to get into the store from behind, so that I won't need to like walk around every single time. We got some beans. A pan which would allow her to make some, or a saucepan. I have ramen and noodles. Yeah, I'm gonna make a decent meal tomorrow. Sweet. Oh, hold on. Okay, I didn't check. I didn't check the fanny pack. You know what this is, right? This is a key to a dart. You know which dart that is. I mean, it has to be that one. Yo, if that's the key to that mint condition, black, almost fully fueled dart, that would be freaking amazing. That's the first thing I'm checking tomorrow morning. But for now, time to sleep. Okay, I woke up at exactly the same hour as yesterday. Way too early. I'm gonna pop one more pill, but this time just one pill, not two. What do you mean I have a goal instead of surviving? I don't want to die all the time. Whenever I like play this game on stream, I just continue to die all the time. I embarrass myself. You know, this undermines my legitimacy as a person that's making tutorials. All right, there we go. Well, it's a Dart indeed. I mean, it's not the best car you can find. It's not bad though. And we are not 100% guaranteed that this is the key, right? I mean, let's be serious. This could be a key to a completely different Dart. But it is the key to this one. I'm gonna take the duct tape. I'm gonna take the makeup, and I'm gonna take the camera. And everything else is just trash. There we go. Okay, good. Oh, and I didn't check the trunk. Let's see the trunk. Paper napkins. Impressive. I'm gonna have to learn how to drive because I have Speed Demon. I've never had it before. You know what would be funny if I would die because of a car accident? There we go. Now for breakfast. Peas. Tuna. Where are you going? Stop. Put it over here. There. And I have to also move this crate. There we go. And place it over here. Sweet. Carrots, peas, tuna, mushroom soup. I won't be mixing mushroom soup with peas. There we go. It's all perfect. Hey, Sarah. Hello to you. I mean, this place is just amazing. Just open. Open this. And open this. Okay, can I make some sort of I can make a... I can make a perfectly decent meal out of this. Tuna is not bad. I mean, don't hate. If you mix it up in, you know, sort of salads and stuff, it's really good. Add some salt. This is not a soup. We're not making soup. It's a tuna and vegetable roast. Yeah, look, it would be better if we would had corn, because tuna and corn is excellent. Peas, I can kind of understand that maybe it's not the best thing you can eat. But still, you know, look. We've got ourselves a roast. The weather is getting nice. It's 17 degrees. It's not bad. There are no zombies anywhere. It's getting very enjoyable. Let's talk about. Hold on. Let me check the survey. 17 votes. 47 of you call the technology crappy, and 29% use it from time to time. So yeah, I'm not buying the AI story. I think we're in a bubble. The whole economy is going to crash. We're gonna have a recession. Oh, it's just gonna be so horrible. By the way, it's 9:37. I'm gonna call it the papal roast. Can I rename it? Now this is a proper name. Exactly. Almost done. You know what's crazy? Check out the campfire duration. It says 9 hours and 7 minutes, and I know it's not. I know it's not a mistake, bro, come on. In fact, you've made a mistake. You should, instead of using like Z with the dot, you should just put RZ. That's the proper way of writing żółta. I'm gonna chase that lovely roast with a bit of apple juice. Should I move here? Okay, I'm gonna scout out the area and try to clear out a little bit of the surrounding. I am feeling good now. I got a crowbar. I have a wooden spear. No, not drop. Jesus, I'm an idiot. Where? This is amazing. All right. Scouting out. First, I'm gonna clear out these zombies over here. Oh, look at them. They all spread out. Hi, babe. My character was making a roast. Tuna, peas, and carrots. Okay, granted, it's probably not the best meal you can have, but my character was making it exactly at 21:37. And I renamed the roast into papal roast. Yes, I do realize I am almost 40. Oh, look at her. She has high heels. Frocking thigh highs. Oh, and speaking of the mod that I was mentioning, because that bag, it didn't have so many things, but check this out. I'm gonna put on the cat suit, which adds additional layer of protection. It's gonna land at the bottom over here. So again, it doesn't count, it doesn't neglect any of these extra clothes. It just adds an extra layer. And harness panties and harness bra, okay. Now these don't necessarily add any protection, but I'm gonna wear them anyway. That's pretty decent. So now, having all these things on, if I go into my protection, check this out. Like, these stats are great. Now the only problem is that these short gloves, they don't provide protection for your hands. They're great for forearms and stuff, but not protection for your hands. And yeah, the only thing I need to do is just patch these clothes with extra leather, and it's almost as efficient as plate armor at this point. I say you are open. Oh, ketchup! Yummy! Spaghetti! Mmm! Medieval armory. And I'm gonna take the Kentucky Farmer. Maybe, just maybe, someday, she's gonna live long enough to actually build her own greenhouse. And one more thing I want to do. I have to start organizing myself a bit better when it comes to... Yeah, I don't have a pen. Never mind. I wanted to add some markings to the map just to know what has already been explored and what hasn't. What's the decrossed? Not familiar with it. Oh, and one more thing. I gotta open the window because it's really hot here. Hold on, guys. That's what happens when I play Zomboid. I get really warm. Stevie Tolbert. Dog tags, military. Okay. So what I want to find right now... Post-apocalyptic zombie story. Okay, cool. We are still in the vibe of zombies, right? Ooh, look at this. A congregation. Now the thing that I would really like to find right now is not this guy. is scissors. I could really use... Oh shit, I hate to fight in the woods. I would really like to find scissors because, you know, then I could... Okay. Having scissors or a decent knife, I would be able to cut all the leather clothes that I found and just, you know, add some extra padding to all the layers that I'm wearing, but yeah, we will see. We will see. Not lucky with windows today. Come on! The only thing that I'm worried about right now is that there was this entire group over there. If I get inside, I don't want to get myself, you know, in like a super stupid situation. Get myself cornered. Oh, I can hear them. Cleaver! Yes! Oh, and this guy has a screwdriver. Okay, I'm going. Yeah, I'll pick up these things later. I don't want to risk it. Oh shit, a sprinter! Jesus, that's a sprinter. Oh, I gotta be careful. Okay, I forgot I've added them. Yikes, that was scary. Okay, one at a time. That's actually a nice way of doing it. They first have to get through one window in order to get through the other one. This gives me some time to properly prepare for every single one. Just make sure your sides are covered. You don't wanna... Yo, that sprinter really freaked me out. Alright. So at least we know that adding them mid-game works. Where was the screwdriver? Here it is. Oh, jeez. Run away! Run away! Okay, it's getting a bit hot in there. I was so lucky that that group didn't have a sprinter or two, because that would have been a big problem. She absolutely needs some rest. I cannot continue fighting like this because I'm just risking my life at this stage. Super dark. Is there anything to read over here? Sure there is. America's National Parks. I should also read these. And like lose them, ditch them. No need to carry extra weight. This one allows you to make spearheads. You know what I'm thinking? I'm sure you know what I'm thinking. Should I do it? Should I level up blacksmithing? I know. Yeah, it's such a grind, isn't it? Takes so long. But then again, if I would get to McCoy Estate, I wouldn't need to build my own forge because everything is over there. And since she's in Muldrow, it's not that far away actually. So I could like forget about all the unnecessary extra skills that are required, you know, to build all the tools and workstations. All I would need to do is just grind metalworking. Good luck clearing that. Is it that bad? I've like saw it multiple times in various different videos, but I've never really visited. Mostly because I am discouraged, you know, like by the way to get there. Okay, some of them are coming after me. This is this is the Bob and Kate's house. Little smaller mall. And the problem with the McCoy estate is that there is nowhere to hide, isn't it? It's not like you can get in and get out. You're in the middle of nowhere, so you're kind of forced to... And you're in the forest on top of that, so you can get swarmed from various different locations. I mean, directions. And with sprinters, I think that could be pretty hectic. I'm gonna use the house again. It's the safest way of doing it. Especially that these corpses haven't started to smell yet. There we go. Oh, missed him. I'm really interested. What's inside? It's not common that this one is barricaded. Usually it's just a regular house. Maybe it's treated like a survivor's house. Who knows? I am really curious. Also, the reason why I'm thinking that using spears would be a great idea is, you know, with a low level of strength, this actually plays to my advantage. Because the spear isn't dependent on your character's strength. Seems to be just one, but I wanted to give me some more space just in case. Well, it doesn't look like anything special actually. Wonder why this thing is barricaded. There was one Z outside, I think. Yeah, there it was. Go for the estate with something new. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, but I really want to first to properly prepare. So get some strength, get some, you know, skills up before I'm gonna head there. There is no point in rushing. Too late. Oh. Uh-oh. Playing with low levels of strength and fitness is such a different experience altogether. Takes some getting used to, actually. Okay, let's sit down and get some rest before I'm gonna do anything else. I want to check this house before I'm gonna go back to base, because this is the last house I'm doing on this day. Here we go. I want to check the upstairs. Okay, nothing here. Bit disappointing. Oh! Whoa! What happened? We've got zombie paratroopers. That was creepy. Okay, there should be one more, right? There was 3. What was bro doing? Scissors and a paper clip. Oh my god. This was so worth it. This was so worth it. Oh, yo. Legitimately, 2 things that I really needed. Such a great find. They barricaded the zombies in. Yeah, it's probably what they did. But for some reason they didn't manage to barricade everything. Oh look, a rat. Yo, I cannot believe this. That's so awesome. Okay. Let's cut all these. More skin? What does it mean? I have the scissors? I do. Okay, good. Oh, it's probably too dark. That's why I cannot cut it. Okay. Let's get out into what's left of the sunlight. Now I should be able to cut these. There we go. That's one of the things you guys need to remember. Sometimes if you're trying to use the context menu for crafting with your right click, and for some weird reason it's like unavailable, even though you have all the materials required or the tools required, and yet you're not able to... Oh, I am an idiot. I had a handy knife. I didn't need to find scissors at all. Never mind. But if you're not able to execute these actions, it's probable that it's just a lack of sunlight. I mean, light in general, not sunlight. They broke it in 42.12. What do you mean? How did they break it? You shouldn't be able to, you know, like do stuff when you cannot see. Just 6? That's not a lot. I was hoping for more. Well, I'm not gonna complain. It's something. 10 leather strips. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, in this case, it was absolutely a matter of light. I just simply had no light to work on my stuff. Okie dokie. Let's start with the cat suit. This goes here. And that's it. No more matching patches. In case you were wondering, the only thing that matching these patches does is gives you extra experience points for doing tailoring. There isn't like a single upside apart from that. Still, it's a nice bonus in leveling up this skill. And you get a bonus if you're able to match the patch. Reincarnation of Eminem. Papal roast. Either it's on the ground or... Right. So I don't think I've encountered this issue. It's not impossible. I might have, but I don't remember. tired. Okay, what's my fitness level? Did it increase by any chance? Okay, it did a little. And the strength actually got up nicely. Why do I have a multiplier to strength and fitness? What's the logic behind? Huh, weird. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting tired, guys. Are you saying there is still... There is a little bit left inside? I don't think that's gonna make a big difference. If I'm to be honest. But it's something. I need painkillers. No. My character needs painkillers. Experiencing too much pain to sleep. Okay, let's see the okay, let's... I want to see the performance. Losing weight a little bit, not perfect. Leveled up all kinds of different weapons. And cooking. And maintenance. Maintenance, we like to level up maintenance. Maintenance is nice. Okie dokie. So now, I am on a mission. To clear out more of the area towards the main road. But first, we must eat. Good food, huh? Good. Root leaf. I cook. What is something that... Okay, I can take tomatoes. Corned beef. Peas, again. And a pipe wrench. Ooh, it's creepy, guys. Yo, did you notice that? Hold on, one sec. I'm gonna go get those noodles. When I'm gonna get inside, pay attention to the noise. Yeah. Well, there is no Pablo. Pablo is probably dead already. $61? I was expecting more. I'm gonna add some ketchup into this, so it's not all that dry. Wait, what? I cannot season it with ketchup? Oh, that's weird. Okay. You can add ketchup to anything, right? You can do that. Ketchup works great with everything. Oh, for sure. 100%. I don't have anything to... Oh, okay. I gotta find something to light the fire. Some sort of a piece of paper, maybe. tissue. Tissue should work. Oh, an employment letter. There we go. That's what we're gonna use to burn, like, light the fire. Who needs employment letters? Perfect. That's actually perfect. Light the fire. There we go. I think I'm gonna eat outside. I don't know why, but it just feels, you know, like very moody. Nice. I don't like this weather. I shouldn't be going out, right? It's not safe. I should just quietly stay put. But I'm not gonna do that. Ooh. Shit, I don't see anything. Oh, the snow is here! Snow is falling all around me. East. I will be able to make my own bread. You should have... Yeah, of course. I have a helmet, right? What can go wrong? This one is checked. This one is checked. This one. This one. This one, this one, this one, and this one. These are the houses that I've checked. That I remember that I've checked. Now this is where I live. I'm not driving in this weather, bro. No chance. I'm tired of, like... Oh, there's a sprinter. Oh, shit. I saw it. I think this was it. Yo, this is stupid. I shouldn't be... Especially, look, I cannot see anything because of these woods. I mean, these trees over here. This is bad. Hey, chickens! Chickens! Oh, this guy has a gas mask. That's actually great. I might use it at some point. So Sarah, I died. So we will never know what happened to Pablo. Chances are he's dead. Oh, and a tons of fishing gear also. Sweet. Not gonna be grabbing that fishing gear though. I'm not planning on fishing. Has water inside. Of course it does, because it's snowing. But it's fresh water source. I mean, fresh. Oh, there's a well. Yo, what? Is it like it's safe to drink, isn't it? Guys, this place is just okay. This is mad. Like from a survival perspective? Chickens over here? Even predefined spaces for crops? A convenience store full of stuff? Such an awesome location. Okay, here they come. Well, if that is a well, then just, you know, logic would dictate that it should be essentially an unlimited source of water, because, you know, groundwater, it recycles. You need incredible amounts of consumption of water to be able to actually like dry out the waterboarding layers of ground. So yeah, it's probably unlimited. Crazy. Woodcraft. I'm gonna start collecting videotapes. Just in case. Oh, look. It's a Sega Genesis. I'm gonna start collecting these things because just, you know, maybe someday I'm actually gonna be able to find like a, you know, like a generator, and then I could use these things. Oh, and a game. For the Genesis, actually. Chili! Well, this house was great. You would have to make your own. This looks pretty cool. The Sega Genesis with the game cartridge. Looks really cool. There's no recipe for that, that's true. I don't think there is a recipe to make your own hamburger buns. I think you can make burgers with like bread. Just kind of cheating. Because that doesn't count as a burger, right? It's just a sandwich with meat. Ooh! Yo, that happened all of the sudden. Nah. I'm not risking it. No way. I guess I will just have to wait it out. Or I could drive somewhere. Which I'm not going to do. Since I'm playing with debug every time I bake a bread, I spawn burger buns. Okay. That's decent. Answer me this question. If you're playing with debug mode on at all times, how do you manage the temptation of cheating? Because if you have debug on at all times, it's so easy to just, you know, turn on God mode whenever things become, you know, like a bit too dicey. And it's a real temptation, right? I'm sure it happens. So I'm just curious. Are you able to control yourself, or you just cheat whenever you feel like it? Rotten pepperoni doesn't sound too good. Tarp, on the other hand, could be incredibly useful. I have utmost respect if you're able to control yourself. I wouldn't. Meaning, especially if I would... Imagine this. If I would be on a super long playthrough, like 9 months, and I would just run my character into a situation that they're unable to get out of, I would probably cheat. Oh look, a heavy-duty flashlight. People throw away incredibly useful things. It's just crazy. Oh, and a jack. Always check garbages, guys. Always. You never know what you're gonna find. Oftentimes, you'll find things which are gonna turn out to be incredibly useful. And I know a lot of people don't do that. They just completely disregard garbages at all. Oh, look, the Grand Ohio Mall. The place I died. Where did I die? That's not the mall. That's a different mall. Of course it's a different mall. This one is the Grand Ohio, and I died at the Crossroads. Sorry, my mistake. My Twitch said something. Well, then I apologize for that, Achilles. I haven't streamed on Twitch for like probably 6 months or something. I don't I don't like Twitch. It's full of bots. You know, when I started streaming, before I even started making like videos, nobody would be watching, and then all of a sudden there would be a bot that started to engage with me, and I was like, oh my god, somebody's talking to me, so cool. And then it turns out after, 5 minutes of conversation that is just a bot that's trying to sell me something. And it was incredibly frustrating. And I know you can like easily block these things and add some keywords, but you know what, like YouTube doesn't need that. It just does it on its own. There aren't any bots, or at least almost no bots here, so. But I'm gonna check it out, Achilles. Absolutely, because I think something must have been wrong with the schedule or whatever. I don't have the temptation because I feel bad whenever I cheat. Okay, well then again, like I said, I have massive respect for your self-restraint. Because it must be tempting. Okay, duct tape and tarp. I gotta find a temporary place to store all the different tools that I find. I'm gonna store them in the back of this store. I mean, look at this, guys. This place has everything. And now you're making me feel bad. It was unintentional. Even though I do realize nothing like happened, but sorry anyway. It sucks. It shouldn't be like that. I'm gonna fix it though. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, since the visibility is horrible, I'm just gonna try and see if I find anything interesting in these trailer parks over here. And just try to ride it out and wait till tomorrow. We're playing a female character, we have to have proper makeup. Marinara. Something I could absolutely use. it's all good. Let's not fall into the vicious circle of, feeling bad for each other. It's all fine. She's making fun of you for playing zombie. Look, what I can say is, this is one of the best games that was like ever created, because not only is it incredibly fun, it's actually super hard. At its core, it's a really challenging game to play, and there aren't many games that if you make a mistake and your character dies, the character actually dies and the game is over. So don't make fun of Achilles. It's a great hobby to have. It's a better hobby than, you know, going out and drinking with people. At least he's home, playing video games. Valid point. I know it's a valid point. You know, if dudes have hobbies like, you know, video games or Lego or stuff like Dungeons and Dragons, these are super safe hobbies to have because you know exactly where they are and what are they doing at all times. It has its upsides. Ooh, a muffin tray. Maybe we should bake muffins. Would be fun whenever you die game uninstalls. Listen, Raven, if that would be the case, Indie Stone would probably be one of the richest studios out there, and they would probably, you know, have as much money as the guys who are making Star Citizen. That would be brutal. Let's not even explore this direction. Remember that Indie Stone hired a AAA game developer. Ooh, better burger flipping. This sounds like something I would love to read. Valid point, keep going. I don't have anything else. I think I've exhausted my my portfolio of you know, having valid points. But all in all, this is an absolutely safe hobby. It's a great hobby to have. I can also add, if I am to, you know, look for extra upsides to gaming as a hobby, and if you're hooked on Project Zomboid as I am, I paid less than 20 euros for this game. I've played this game for over 1,000 hours at this point. So if you do a simple math, that means I paid less than 5 cents for an hour of entertainment. Now, apart from the hobby being safe, please, by all means, tell me if there is any kind of entertainment out there available where you can spend 5 cents and have fun for an hour. Jesus, a sprinter. Where did it come from? Okay, I got goosebumps after that one. Yo. Actually, adding sprinters was such a great idea. Because it really does make the game A postcard from Edinburgh. It makes the game unpredictable. Jeez, that was so close. And a bowl. We like bowls. Bowls are useful. I had to put keycaps back every time I died. I've never played League. It was never my jam. But I can imagine that games do become frustrating at times. I had this experience recently with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Especially at the early stage when the combat in Kingdom Come Deliverance, because the combat mechanics in Kingdom Come Deliverance are a bit weird. It takes time to get used to. And the game is structured in a way that early on, your character is just horrible at everything. And if you think about it, if you're just a peasant or a son of a blacksmith, you're not supposed to be able to beat a legit knight in hand-to-hand combat. You should get your ass smacked. And when I started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, my wife, I oftentimes gotten really frustrated. And the game save mechanic in Kingdom Come Deliverance is also weird. You don't have many auto saves like in many games. Oftentimes, if you die, it like takes you back 30 minutes. And I was getting really frustrated at times playing it. And my wife oftentimes was coming to me and saying, I love it when you buy video games for entertainment and all I can hear from you is kurwa. I wasn't like releasing my anger on my equipment because I try to, you know, like take good care of it. I like spend my hard-earned money on these things, so I don't want to break it in frustration. But definitely, at least I am very vocal whenever these things happen. Look at all the food, guys. You can get good... True, you can get better value for money if you pirate it, that's true. But then again, it's your, say, conscious decision if you're willing to pirate software or not. It makes perfect sense, though it kind of kills the concept of actually calculating value for money altogether. But yeah, I totally agree. If you pirate software, then that argument is not valid no more. Pirating used to be incredibly popular from where I am. That was like 90s. 90s and early 2000s. Like, nobody had legit software or games or like operating systems. Everybody was pirating everything. It kind of changed over time with, you know, people having more purchase power, like, you know, the quality of life, the standard goes up. So, you know, spending like 40 euros on a game is not something that, it's not an expense that if you're an adult and you're having a job, it's not something that you really need to plan ahead. Usually you can just treat it as a purchase buy. Then again, I don't buy games a lot. I probably would buy one game per quarter because all I do is play my favorite games on rotation. But to your point, Achilles, if you liked the game so much after playing the pirated copy to actually make a purchase, then I have respect for that because you didn't need to do that. It's out of your own will that you decided to support the creators, which, frankly speaking, they're doing quite well. if you would look at their like income statements and financial results, they're really doing good. So it's not like these guys don't have money, but they deserve it. I mean, they've done a fantastic job, all in all. Sarah, what are my favorite games? That is such a hard question to answer. I can tell you what are my favorite genres of games. I love grand strategy type of games. I do like and enjoy role-playing games. And I do like tycoons and managers. So when you think about the genres, I tend to have some things which I rotate. So when I want to play grand strategy, I would either play Hearts of Iron if I want a more combat-oriented playthrough, or I would play Victoria 3 if I want a more, you know, like things focused on economy, society, politics, these types of things. I recently played a lot of Victoria 3. I was actually, over the last 2 days, so the day before yesterday and yesterday, I spent probably 16 hours in total playing a single playthrough in Victoria 3. I wanted to make a very specific achievement with Brazil. And after playing for 16 hours, the emperor in my country died too soon, and I wasn't able to meet all the requirements for the achievement. And now I know that I won't be touching Victoria for probably a month, and then I'm gonna go back to it. I like role-playing games. I think my favorite game from the role-playing genre would be the Mass Effect series. But then again, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, for example, so from the very limited selection of games that I play, because I don't play many, probably that would be my pick as my most favorite role-playing game. Red Dead Redemption is awesome, but I've never finished it. Kingdom Come Deliverance, I had a lot of fun as well. It's such a fun game. It's very well written, by the way, and the acting of the actors is also great. And for tycoons and managers, look, I am a huge fan of Football Manager. I've been playing Football Manager games all the way back to the Championship Manager series. So, you know, early 2000s. And that's also something that I have a lot of hours in. Did I? Yeah, I don't need sleeping pills with me at all times. What I need is... No, don't take it, don't take it. What I need is, I need my sleeping pills where I sleep, right? That makes sense. You want to have your sleeping pills next to your bed, because you won't need them when you're looting. Wait, okay, this might sound like blasphemy, but Baldur's Gate is multiplayer? Isn't it a single-player game? And then again, it just shows how uneducated I am when it comes to video games. And obviously, I didn't mention it, but I'm pretty sure you can kind of figure out on your own that Project Zomboid is one of my favorite games also. Yeah. I also spent years playing World of Warcraft. I actually failed my college because World of Warcraft, and because I was lazy. I don't play a lot of like first-person shooters, but when I do, I really enjoy them. Especially, I was mentioning it in one of the streams. I really enjoyed Hell Let Loose, because it's not your, you know, like typical brain rot. Gotta put different skins on weapons, and whenever you kill someone, you have flashing lights saying you've killed someone. But it's like a pure tactical combat experience. If you kill somebody, you don't even know. You can just check afterwards the stats and see how many kills you get. And it's not about who gets the most kills, it's about the team achieving like tactical objectives. And it's a 50 on 50 type of a game. You're like split into smaller units of 4 to 5 people with a squad leader. You're all on comms at all times, so you need to communicate. There is a battlefield commander who leads that 50 men into combat, and he would be giving orders that we need to hold like garrison in this area, otherwise the enemy is going to push us from the other side. So Hell Let Loose is a fantastic experience because it's unlike anything else. And I really enjoyed Helldivers when there was like peak Helldivers, like Mania mid last year. That was also an incredible experience. But again, the community was great. So both in Hell Let Loose and in Helldivers, I really found the community and the players really awesome. So yeah, this kind of answers the question, I hope. There's probably stuff that I forgot to mention, but they're probably not as relevant to me since I didn't call them out. What are your favorite games, guys? Let me know. Oh, I didn't mention Civilization. Now, such an obvious thing that I should have mentioned, and I haven't. Okay, the weather is absolutely horrible now. Sucks that I am still losing weight. I was kind of hoping that with this it's gonna be a bit more manageable, but oh, it's actually negative temperature inside. Good. I like that. I'm not sure if you can probably hear like in the background like this noise of, it's like, you know, the wind or whatever, the snow falling, hitting the walls of the house. When do I plan on ending my stream? So normally I would stream for about 3 hours, and I've been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes at this point. So I would probably be like finishing soon. Also because my eyes already hurt. Like I have a light which I use to make my mug more visible, and if I wouldn't use it, it would be incredibly dark in here. Look, check it out. It's not as good as like having the light, and if I have this light for too long, it's just, you know, kind of the eyes are starting to struggle. I love survival craft, RPG, tactics, see, look, we play the same games. I'm also not that keen on PvP, usually because I am not a great PvP player. Then this goes all the way back to my World of Warcraft days. I've got really discouraged in any PvP because I was terrible at PvP. I was getting my ass kicked whenever I would like encounter a character from the different factions somewhere while, you know, questing or going into arenas. I would be a liability. So yeah, but again, another game that I didn't mention, a game that got me through the pandemic, EVE Online. I spent first 2.5 years of COVID. Best game is Graf Stempna. For all of you non-Polish speakers, Graf Stempna, because the word gra is game, and we call it like this in Polish, but Graf Stempna is essentially foreplay. I think foreplay is incredibly overrated. When you're my age, you're gonna understand. But I spent like the first 2.5 years of the COVID pandemic, I spent on playing EVE Online, which is a hardcore space sandbox PvE/PvP game. What do you practice, Achilles? I gotta check my body temperature. I don't want to... I'm getting cold. My girlfriend disagrees. Guys, I don't want to cause any trouble. I mean, you figure out what works for you. You know, in the end, it's a two-person thing. You like it. Find whatever works for you. On this topic, luckily, my wife also is kind of in the same boat as I am. You know what works great when it's really cold? Soup. We're gonna have some canned mushroom soup. Oh, and I actually have 2 cans. Nice. Boxing. Oh, I think you've already mentioned that in one of the previous streams. Forgive me for not remembering. I could never box. Oh, we're actually unpleasantly hot. Buy you dinner. You have to figure it out with your girlfriend. Is 15 degrees unpleasantly hot, given the circumstances? I don't think so. I don't know, it feels kind of okay. But it's also... oh, okay, if you look at the body... Yeah, the body temperature is horrible now. I don't want to catch a cold. I'm gonna walk away. A little. Okay, now it's stabilizing a little bit. Okay, gotta move away. Now the worst thing that could happen is her catching a cold. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go inside. Eat like a normal person. YouTube is fine. Like I said, I'm not using Twitch. You can hop onto the Discord. I mean, like we tend to hang out there. You'll find the links under the videos. I don't put the Discord link into the description of the live streams. And why am I not doing that? Because I never thought about it. I should. Gotta fix that. Now, essentially, it's not going to be like this all the time. So when you're playing Winter is Coming, you have 3 days of kind of, you know, a head start before the shit hits the fan. Then you get a couple of days of this intense, heavy snowstorm. And after that, it's eternal snow. And occasional storms. So this thing is gonna get better tomorrow. Maybe day after tomorrow, and it's gonna open up the ability to do some more exploration. Oh, you are on Discord already. Perfect. Under which, like, are you active? Is your like Discord handle different than your YouTube handle? Because that's one of the things that's super confusing. Some of you guys, you know, it's so difficult for me to kind of link the Discord username to whatever is your YouTube username. I even was approaching some of you just to make sure if is that really you? I don't want to make a mistake. Freezing wind chill. Now check out what's gonna happen. What should happen is the temperature should start to. No, actually, the insulation is. Yeah, the insulation is keeping me fairly good in terms of the core temperature. So she's good to explore in these conditions. Now, obviously, the visibility is a problem. So we can barely see anything, which yeah, it's gonna make finding zombies a bit more challenging. But the temperature itself, even though it's like -13, it's incredibly like windy. We are not actually cold, and that's because she's wearing all these extra layers of kinky leather clothing, which for some reason just adds as perfect insulation. And to be very honest, like, leather clothes are probably not the thing you want to wear in such kind of weather. I don't understand the logic, because technically you wouldn't be wearing leather. You would wear some sort of, I don't know, some like jackets with a lot of like geese or something to kind of, you know, keep your your body temperature warm. Oh, Achilles, are you serious? Thank you so much. Welcome. So you are officially in the campfire crew. That's cool. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Would you guys agree with me, right? Leather shouldn't... It doesn't have, like good insulation, features. I was looking for the right word. Couldn't find one. Oh, flip-flops. And heavy socks. I'm gonna wear them and act like I am Raven. Okay, too dark to read. I just wanted to mark that this house is just worthless. Take care, Sarah. Have a good one. See you next time. Dude, like... There is absolutely no need for you to increase. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Smash window. Oh, okay. It's just... What am I doing? The door is open. What am I doing? I'm confused now. Oh, this is absolutely something I'm gonna read. Even though I already do have a car. A very good one also. Yeah, that's one of the things you've actually addressed a very, like, an elephant in the room, because realistically, for example, the temperature effects are just so messed up. God, I hate fighting in the dark. Okay, let's shed some more light on this. So what I was saying is, okay, it's minus 12. So let's just say it's still kind of manageable. I've survived through minus 12 and it's not the end of the world. Is it pleasant? Not really. Oh, Jesus. Is it pleasant? It's not, but it's not something that's, you know, gonna... It's not over the top by any means. But when I was playing with, say, not the Eternauta, but the other one, the Cryogenic Winter. That's the mod that I was thinking about. When I was playing with Cryogenic Winter mod, the temperatures would go down to like negative 80 degrees. And still, yeah, it's fine. I'm wearing a leather jacket and a sweater. 80 degrees is not a problem, which is just stupid. So one thing that probably would require some tweaking is the weather. It's the elements. Altogether, the elements. Because if you're put in a situation in which there is heavy rain, that should also have a drastic impact on your character's like internal body temperature and stuff like that. So I think the elements is one of the things that absolutely could use an overhaul. I wouldn't be expecting that anytime soon though. You can't even wear a poncho over a... True, that's just bullshit. Totally agree. Or how you can craft a... Even though it's practically a piece of fabric. Yeah, that's also true. Oh shit, okay. Oh, get up, girl. Come on, you can do it. Woof, that was... Jeez, that was last moment. Whoops, the spear broke already. I gotta get him into the open. See, I haven't fought for a while, and I immediately become like very sloppy. Yeah, and the fact that I have no strength at all doesn't help. Combat is really difficult with these stats. Because I am... Achilles, you joined later. I am actually having a build with very low strength and very low fitness. So that is something that... yikes. That's, you know, like really impacting my... my performance. It's not that great. It's getting better, but... yeah, it's not what I'm used to, normally. At least I am managing to, like, put them on the ground most of the time. And the stomps don't seem to be that affected by the low strength. A chair leg. Ow. I wonder if there is something valuable in this house since it's been, it had so many zombies, or is it just, you know, a coincidence? Oh, I'm already out of breath. Yeah, I gotta take it slow, guys. I don't want to spoil the playthrough just because I am trying to rush things. Makes no sense. Ooh! A cola! Where was it? Oh, over here. Okay. I'm gonna get some brief rest on the sofa. I'm just going through your chats, yeah. So, you know what they say? That when you're drunk, you're, you never get hurt when you're drunk. That's actually not true. You can absolutely hurt yourself when you're drunk. A spear with a long metal head, which you need blacksmithing 6 to make, deals less damage on average. Yeah, totally agree. A spear with a metal head is just an overkill. Like fire hardened spear is with the right level of skills and with the right level of what's the word I'm looking for? Maintenance skill is it should be considered a weapon of mass destruction and should be banned by the United Nations. Of course, you know, it's kind of badass. I don't think that's the right hat for this type of weather, ma'am. I think you messed up a little bit. I gotta get back to base. This is looking bad. Yeah, too much risk. Of course, it's quite badass if you can make your own, like, spear with a metal head or a halberd, for example. But just if you want to be pragmatic, there's really no point in that. And you're talking to a spears enthusiast. And I'm gonna take this fire axe. What a lovely find. Okay, but I got lost. Shit, where I am? Oh, okay, over here. So... yeah, this way, okay. I got lost there for a moment, I didn't know where I was. Freaking out, guys. Eesh. Yeah, but that's because it's been already over 3 hours, and like I said, whenever I stream for more than 3 hours, I start to make stupid mistakes and become really sloppy. It just proves the point yet again. Before I'm gonna do, I mean, this is the last day that I'm playing. I'm gonna like ride this one out till the end of the day, and I'm just gonna focus on some small chores that I have to do. And first thing to do is tailoring, because I found a leather coat. This thing is gonna give me some leather strips. There is a new trending mod, a freaking tank? What? Hold on. Steam library workshop. Holy shit. Dude. Okay, I mean, this is too much. This is absolutely too much. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out how to show it. This is game capture. If I go to screen capture, which screen is it going to? There. Let me just put it in the middle. There it is. What is this? Like, who came up with the idea to add tanks? What is this? Yo, look, it actually has shells. I wonder if they have like different types of shells. If they have like like a armor piercing shell and high explosives. This should be like multiplayer. So there should be a driver and a loader and a gunner. Animated tracks, rotation, animated doors, animated turrets. Build 42 only. Compatible with existing saves. Both weapons give experience points when killing zombies and do not contain infinite ammunition. Loot is proportional to the game's vanilla ammunition. I called it! It has armor piercing and high explosive rounds. High explosive ammunition detonates on first impact, creating a circle of destruction, so be careful. Yo, you know what I'm gonna do, right? Let me get back into the game. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a mod shed episode about it. I absolutely have to do that. Imagine multiplayer when this works in multiplayer and you have to account for the opposing team or like an opposing band to you have to account for the fact that they can use a tank to raid your base. What is this? What game are we playing? And that adds another layer of, gameplay for explosives. Use explosives to create a minefield and incapacitate enemy tanks. That is insane. Oh, there we go. Oh. Perfect. I found the, the exact spot for every patch in my clothes. What's my tailoring level? Nice. Really nice. We have a tank, but we have a Hulk. Next patch, they are adding the Javelin anti-tank missiles. Now, I absolutely wouldn't want that to happen. Oh, I forgot I have threads and needles over here. Shame on me. I would absolutely not want it to happen because I think it's over the top. But I'm not gonna lie, it's an interesting concept. For multiplayer? Crazy. And we actually managed to get her a bit drowsy, which is great. Gonna spend the rest of the day reading a cookbook. This place should have enough light. The Reaper drones. I think the Reaper drones were not a thing in the 90s. Were they? I mean, like Apache helicopters. Absolutely. Doable. 90s? F-22s were in service in the 90s? Or were they early 2000s? I think early 2000s. I think 90s was still, you know, like F-117, so that Nighthawk stealth fighter, rather than F-22. I have to check it because just out of my own curiosity. When did F-22 enter service? December 2005, so more than 10 years after the events of Project Zomboid. So what was the main superiority fighter in the 90s? The F-15 Eagle was the workhorse of the Air Force in that period of time. Okay. The F-15s are badass airplane. And obviously, the Warthogs, the A. From Brandenburg to Louisville in 10 seconds. Probably, yeah. With the afterburners on, 100%. You know, the A-10s. Which are actually in the game. If you're playing Week 1 mode, and you survive the plane crash, there is actually the US Air Force, like, dropping, like, incendiary bombs. On the ground. That's how I died in my longest Week 1 playthrough. I was taken out by the US Air Force. Jesus Christ. Yo guys. Not sure if it's visible. Probably not visible, but that thing freaked me out. I mean, I got goosebumps all over. Ah, that was so scary. That was so scary. Oh, so many of them actually. They all went into my convenience store. I don't want it to break the window. Because if they break the window, you know, they can get inside and start messing around. Oh, come on! 5 years later. Yo, that thing really scared me, seriously. Okay, I'm gonna take a shortcut. And grab some food. While I'm at it. Sardines and a chocolate candy bar is probably not the combination I would go for in my... like if I imagine a perfect late day meal, but these were the first thing that popped into my hands. Some more reading and going to sleep. And I think tomorrow the storm should be over, so when we pick up the stream on Monday, Achilles, Monday, same time. We should be able to do some cool stuff. Die Bach ist sogar Sport. Moja ulubiona. I normally start at 8 p.m. CET, which I'm not sure, like, which time zone are you in? Perfect. Almost finished the book. I couldn't ask for a better set of circumstances. Quick look. Yeah, so this was a very slow day. The only thing that I'm really worried is the weight loss. I mean, gradually, day over day, we are losing weight. I mean, she's losing weight, so that's something that I absolutely need to take into consideration and start putting some nutritious meals into her. And the storm is still there. Okay, so it's gonna end tomorrow. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna close for today. It's 11:30 for me. Friday's tomorrow and I still have to work. So it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for like joining me today, Achilles. Huge shout out for like becoming a channel member. And yeah, let's talk on Discord. And we'll see where fate will take us on Monday. Have a good rest of your evening or your day or whenever you're watching this. And yes, stay tuned. There might be a video about tanks very soon on the channel. Have a good one, guys. Take care.